Breathing in, arms up. Breathing out, arms down. Just relaxing, especially the ribs, the arms, the shoulders. Last time, breathing in, arms up. Feel the lungs filling out, the ribs opening out. Right up to the top. And then we just let the right hand down and keep the left arm up, breathing out. The next breath, stretch the left arm further up. Breathing out, let the hand down. Breathing in, right arm up. Breathing out, stretching further up. Breathing out, right hand down. Breathing in, left arm up. Breathing out, stretch. Both arms now, right arm to the floor, left arm to the ceiling. Breathing out, left arm down. Breathing in, right arm up. Breathing out, stretching both hands away from each other. Breathing out, arm down. Breathing in, palms in front of your chest facing in. Breathing out, palms facing out, pushing out, shoulders crunching into the middle. Breathing in, arms up, hands over the head. Breathing out, palms down. Breathing in, palms in the center facing the chest. Breathing out, palms out. Breathing in, arms up, chest out. Breathing out, arms down. Breathing in, right hand, left knee, twist to the left. Breathing out, further twisting to the left. Breathing in, one twist to the left again, stretching up. And breathing out, twisting further. Breathing in, both arms up. Breathing out, left hand, right knee, twist to the right. Breathing in, stretching the spine, twisting to the right. Breathing out, twisting further. Breathing in, both arms up. Left hand, left side, and we bend to the left. Couple of breaths here. Breathing in, both arms up. Breathing out, right hand, right side. Breathing in, going deeper to the right. Continue breathing and go into this right side bend. Breathing in, both arms up. And breathing out, hands down. Let's just do a little rotation to the right, rotating from the base of the spine, yeah? Not the head or the shoulders, the spine. And going wider and wider. And then smaller. And we go to the other side. Just warming up the spine. And getting smaller and smaller circles until we stop in the middle. Neck to the left, right arm out to the right. So neck, head to the left, right hand out to the right. Just stretching this part of the neck. If you feel like it, if you want a little bit more stretch, you can just put the hand on the head without pulling it, just the weight of the hand is enough. And very delicate, obviously, so we're just doing the muscle here, not the spine. And then release gently. Left hand out, head to the right. And just stay here, you should be able to feel a nice deep stretch there. Or you can just hold the hand, just the weight of the hand not pulling. And then just release there very gently. And just gentle rotations of the head to the front, to right, front, left. Just doing semicircles to the front. And then next time you come to one of the sides, we do the semicircles behind. So be in my case, right, back, left, left, back, right. And then come to the middle of the next neutral. And then we're going to just lean forward, try and take the chest towards the ground. That's just a nice little stretch of the lower back here. And release the block. We're going all fours. And let's do some more spine flexing. So from shoulder over hands, hips over knees, over knees. We're going to just do a couple of cat-cows. So that would be chest forward as we breathe in, chest forward, neck up, tummy down, tail up. And as you breathe out, the opposite, tail in here, shoulders in, chin to chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. And coming back to neutral. And then let's do a few times just going around. Imagine that you are like a skipping rope. That's how I imagine. I close my eyes and I imagine somebody holding the top of my head, somebody holding my tail, and I'm a skipping rope. So that means that my neck and my head is also moving. But just basically 9 rotations of the whole back. Yeah, so these will actually stretch in all directions. And then come to neutral and go the other way. So now we're going to be skipping the other way. And release. Just do anything there that you feel like it. And then now we're going to do some back stretches. So the right leg is coming up, the right knee. And then I'm going to take this further up. I'm just going to compress my lower back here. That's okay as long as it feels healthy. Taking the knee further up. And then release. My left knee is going up. Just parallel to the ground, and then a little bit further, then a little bit further, and then to the extreme. And then release. Now we're going to do both arm and leg. So right knee is going up, and my left arm is going up as well. So this is now a asymmetric back stretch, back compression. And then release. Left knee up, right arm forward, and then shoulder, right shoulder up, left knee up. I'm going to compress the back asymmetrically. And then release that. Last time we're going to do it just for fun, holding. So the left hand tries to grab that right foot. So right foot is going up, right hand is going around the side. You can use a strap here, which I didn't see. You might not need, but always handy to have. And now using the bind, it means I can now take my shoulder to the side. So it has a twist as well. 3, 2, and 1, release. Gently, don't drop anything. Left knee is going to go up. Right arm is going to go out. And then here either with a very long hand or a strap, grab that foot And once again, I'm going to be facing the wall, so just pull, open the chest and stretch. And release. Release everything. Come to your heels. Maybe a gentle child pose just to compensate that lower back compression. Let's do a little bit of core work. So now from there, what we're going to do is take the knees up, but before that, just feel how we do that. Yeah, we don't do it by in this case, we don't actually take the tail up. We compress the core, and then with the core engaged, we take the knees up. So my knees are a couple of centimeters off the ground. The shoulders are strong. If the lower back starts hurting, then maybe let go and release. But if the core is really engaged, then you should be able to hold. Shoulders are strong. Remember, we'll try and take those shoulder blades down and back, so down and in. Holding the knees up and release the knees. Bring in your hands. We're going to do it 2 more times. Again, engaging the core to give us that strength to hold the knees up. Right foot up. Right foot down, left foot up. Left foot down, right foot up. Right foot down, left foot up. Both feet down, knees off the ground. Check your neck is disengaged or relaxed. Core is engaged. And release. Again, maybe you can do a little, just a wiggle. Lower back is taking some strain there. And we're going to do it one last time dynamically, yeah? So what we're going to do, I think we've done it before. Check that your shoulders are strong, and then now we're going to lift the knees up, and then aim to take the, now we're ready to pull the tailbone up to the sky, lean forward, high plank, knee down without touching, and then tailbone up. Breathe in, breathe out, high plank, knees down, breathe out. 3 times. Try and feel how that tailbone really lifts up on the out breath. Last time for me. Stay there, downward dog. Maybe try and use this downward dog to try and stretch the Achilles here on the left side. Try and get it as low down as possible by lifting the right foot. Right foot down, lift the left one and the right. Nice deep stretch here on the Achilles. Goes down, knees down, and relax. Maybe if your wrists are getting strained, then move them. Right, we're going to do more work on the shoulders. So let's try and get them nice and strong. Remember, we've done a few times in the last few weeks. It's from hands forward. Imagine you're opening the book or the newspaper, and I will take the shoulder blades down and in. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do when we go down. So hands down, engage those shoulder blades, engage the core, and lift to a plank. From there, we're going to either we're going to go in side plank. Yeah. So I like to take my hands slightly forward, otherwise you get too much strain on the shoulder, and then flip to the side. Feel that shoulder. If it's too much, if you're feeling that it's really collapsing, then you can put that knee down. We're still doing some work, but it's gentler, yes, a gentler starting to it. So now from here, we're on the side plank, and we're going to do a variation of side plank. Right foot forward. This is like falling triangle, so my lower foot is out, and I'm going to breathe in, open the chest. Breathe out, thread the needle, left hand under the right arm. Breathe in, open the chest. Push the hands away from each other, breathe out. Time, breathe in. Breathe out. Really thread that needle to feel also this muscle here stretching on the outside of the right foot. And breathe out and hold it there. Nice twist, nice stretch on the outside of the right foot leg. Breathing in, arms up, knee down. And let's just take a break. Normally we'll do the other one straight away. But I think it's a lot of work for the shoulders, so we'll take a little break here. Just a little swim. And we'll go on the other side. So remember, hands down. Take those shoulders back. As if you're opening that newspaper. Then I'm going to go into plank. And then move forward. Strong shoulders. I'm going to move my left hand slightly out. So I've got a more gentle angle on the shoulder. Breathe in and down. Take that left foot out. I'm going to move my right foot because it was too far forward. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, spread the needle. Breathe in, arm up. Stretch, breathe out, compress. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, compress. Breathe in, stretch last time. Breathe out, stay in the thread needle. Breathe in, arm up. Knee down, hand down, and relax for a moment. So that's a lot of work on the shoulders, and that's what we try and do every week. Now the other thing we don't do a lot is push-ups. Yeah? So let's do a couple of chaturangas. And then this is another little vinyasa or flow. So just watch before you do it, otherwise you can squeeze. Very simple, it's a classic chaturanga flow. So it's downward dog, strong core, strong plank, either knee down and then the elbows are going towards my legs, yeah, towards mine. So keeping the elbows in. Touch the nose to the ground, and then we'll roll the shoulders. And you do either a baby cobra, a full cobra, or a upward dog with the knees off the ground. Let's do three, and we'll do the three, not the three types of cobra, yeah? But let's go from downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Roll forward to plank. Knees down or without knees down. Elbows into the body. Touch the floor with the nose. Roll the shoulders and just the baby cobra. And then breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, plank. With knees down, without knees down. Chaturanga down to the ground. Roll the shoulders, take the chest up. Cobra, and breathe out, downward facing dog. And the next one I'm going to do upward dog, but you can still do whichever of the two or the three find most comfortable or more appropriate. Breathe in, plank. Breathe out with knees or without knees down to the ground. Roll the shoulders. And downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more in our own time, either with knees or without knees, baby cobra, or full cobra. We'll take a couple of breaths here, get my breath back. Breathing plank, breathe out chaturanga, breathing in cobra, breathe out downward dog. Breaths here. Breathe in strong plank, breathe out chaturanga, breathe in cobra, breathe out downward dog. Optional third one, just for fun. And then there, knees down. Let's have a little child pose. I'm going to do my child pose. Knees wide open. Get my tongue in the middle. Maybe go broad thighs. And maybe a bit of a tummy, then maybe wide child pose with wide legs is better. Okay, that's definitely warmed us up. So from there, let's go to some standing poses. We're going to do, well, you know, one of my classes, which is the warrior flow. So before that, actually, even while we rest, let's just do some toe work, yeah? So bringing the toes up. Really pull those toes up. See if you can see all your feet muscles or veins or tendons. I don't know what it is, but they're all marked up, yeah? Maybe they'll go to do the hands. So the exercise, I'm going to also do my wrist. The main exercise now is pulling my toes up, really straining. Strain tends to have a negative connotation, but it's straining in a good way. Feet. Relax the hands, and now relax the feet. And now the opposite. Let's grab with the toes, grab the floor. Now we can do this one in the hands, facing in. So as I say, main work is on the feet, really holding onto something. And then release the hands and release the feet. Normally we do the, you know, we better to do a little bit more of that, but when you're watching the telly, just do the play with your toe, but we don't have that for everything. So right foot forward, left foot 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and then we're going to lean forward into warrior one. Within, reverse warrior. Breathe out, knee to elbow, just gently touching, pushing the left arm away from my left foot. Breathing in, stretching the arm, the leg, and back. Breathe out, tilting forward to a Trikonasana. Open the chest, see how I'm going sideways, looking at my left hand. My hips are all in one plane here. That's my left hip, that's my right hip. And then we hold there for 3, for 2. Open the chest, push that neck out of the butt of the tortoise shell, and release hands to hips, and we come out. To the other side, left foot forward, right foot is behind, lean into it. Check that your knee's not collapsing in. If that's the case, then just come further up, yeah? Only go as far down as you can have the knee on top of the toes. Arms away from each other. Breathe in and back. Breathe out, knee to elbow. Breathe. Within, stretching the leg, bending back. Very gentle but very deep movements. Breathing out, triangle pose. Push open the chest, take those arms away from each other. Check the hips in one plane. Hands to hips and we come up. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Two more times. The next time, the variation is going to be, if you're feeling strong, we're going to release the hands. It needs a lot of strength on the side body to hold the whole body up on the last one, the Trikonasana. So we go back to Warrior One. Push those arms away from each other. In, breathe out and back. In, right elbow to right knee. Out, breathing back. Breathe in, Trikonasana. Breathe in, breathe out. Just find your own rhythm. Because I'm speaking, I'm having to constantly change the breath. It doesn't matter which way it is, as long as you're moving with it. And then here, if you're feeling, you can actually keep the Trikonasana. You can do the Trikonasana with the arms sticking out, sticking forward, or you can do it with both arms, but not collapsing forward. And if you're going to collapse forward, then keep the hand there. Without collapsing forward, both arms out. 3, 2, 1. Hands on the hips, and we come up. The other way. So let's see how we're going to do. Breathe in, back, breathe forward, breathe in. So back is in. As I say, it doesn't really matter, but when I'm speaking, I do sometimes lose it. So breathe in, arms out. Warrior Two. Breathe in, lean back. Fill the lungs up. Breathe out, left elbow, left knee. Breathe in, straighten the leg. Lean back. Breathe out, Trikonasana. Once you've done the last breath there, left arm over the head. You're feeling strong. And left arm out to the front as well. And one hands on hips, and then we can help her back. Forward release there. Loosen up. And now the last one is going to be with the reverse twist. So when we come to from here, and then when we come to the third one, which is the Trikonasana, we're going to go the full way out with our arms over and do a reverse triangle. So I'm going to use blocks for this because my arms are just not long enough. So here we go. Same with this final reverse twist, reverse triangle. So from there, open that Warrior Two. Let's just close our eyes, maybe feel that the body in this position for a moment. And then we start breathing, lean back. Breathe out, lean forward. Breathe in, lean back with the straight legs. Breathe out. Can't wheel the hands, so we actually facing the left hand is on the floor. And just adjust whichever way you need to. I'm going to lift my left heel up so I can get a nice twist here. 3, 2, pull up and release. Hands on side maybe, and coming up. And we'll do the other side. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. We're leaning into that lunge, arms out. Hold it there. Maybe close your eyes. Feel the arms moving away from each other. Breathe in, leaning back. Breathing out, leaning forward. Breathing in, leaning back with straight legs. Breathing out, cartwheel the arms completely. So the right hand is going down. I'm going to hold the block, lift my right heel so I can twist. Breathe. 2, and 1. Release there. Hands on hips. And super, I'm sure we're very warm now. We're ready for anything. Let's see what we're doing. Let's just have a moment of just feeling our body. Maybe a Tadasana, feet nicely planted on the ground, hips open, leaning out. And then we open our eyes. Okay, this is a nice stretch we're going to do next. Well, nice twist. So let's stand edge of the mat, facing one way. Feet approximately hip width apart. And then we're going to take both arms forward. Check your core, check your legs, check your thighs. And then I'm going to take my left arm back and my right hand to the left shoulder here. So now, because I want my hips to be facing forward, I'm going to use this hand to pull that right hip forwards. Yes, that's just to remind us where the hip should be. And then the other arm out. So I should hopefully have hips facing forward and chest facing sideways. Very simple move. But it does have an effect on the body. Take the shoulders down. Take the neck is not engaged. And then now weight on the right leg so we can lift the right knee up. Right hand on that knee. I guess what we can do now is twist. Push that knee to the side, take the left arm out. So we're doing a balance and a twist. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pull both sides and release by coming everything to the middle. Other side. Nice solid stance. Hands forward. Maybe you can use the moment to engage those trapezius here and taking the shoulders down. What we normally do to engage the shoulder. Right arm goes behind and left hand goes on the right shoulder. Remind us where the hips are. I'm going to use my left hand to pull that hip forward and then stretch that left arm. Okay, hips forward, chest to the side. Weight on the left leg as the right knee comes up. Left hand on right knee. And now pull both away from each other. We're twisting. 5, 4, 3, pull further, 2, and 1. Release everything. A lovely one, isn't it? And I think that's it today for standing poses. Let's go on the ground. So on your heels. We're going to do the camel pose. It's not one I do often because it's one that can be misused and can harm you. Yeah. So let's try and do it as safely as possible because it's a good position. It's a good asana, but it's just that it's not properly constructed. It can be right. What we don't want to do is just to throw away back and create a big strain there. That's what we don't want to do. Yeah. So what we're going to do to avoid that, I mean, unless you have, super flexible spine, but most of us are going to protect the lower back by putting the hands there. So now it's more difficult to really pull all the weight or to hinge our backs. And the second thing that we're going to do, instead of trying to throw back, we're going to try and lift the chest up. So the main thing that the thoracic spine is this part here, which is by thorax. And this is the one we need to bend. The lumbar spine, you don't need to bend, that's already pretty bent, yeah? And you've got the cervical spine. So we're going to try and bend this part, yeah, the thoracic. And for that, we try and pull up rather than back. So we're on our knees. Engage the glutes, the core, the hips, hands behind to support the lower back. And then from there, taking the thoracic spine or the chest up. And obviously, it would naturally take you back, but we're aiming to go up rather than back. And try and bend the upper part of the back and not the lower part of the back. Now, quietly go deeper. Breathe through. And a little bit higher up, and release. Going forward, going on your heels. Nice, isn't it? When it's done properly, it's a lovely asana, especially when we concentrate on the top part. Now, because I know that some are more flexible than others, we're going to do the second time, trying to engage the hand behind, which is the traditional camel. Now, if you feel that that's already going to wiggle your back and it's going to, do damage on it, then do exactly the same as you did last time, yeah? So now, some of you, if you've got a lot of flexibility, you can keep your heels down. In my case, I'm halfway there, so I'm going to put my heels up so I can choose reach, yeah? So we're going to go up again, hands. So we're going to do the same as we did before, and then gently, if we already have a nice curve, we're going to gently try and put the hands down. But again, without letting the lower back collapse. If the lower back is going to collapse, don't try. So let's try again. So engage the thighs, glutes, and hands supporting the lower back, lifting the chest up. You got your core really nicely engaged, and you're not putting overweight on your lower back. Take your arms out to the heels, and then use your hands to pull further up. 3, 2, and 1. Release by lean back on yourself, hands on the hips, on the lower back, and lean forwards. Sit on your heels, and just do whichever way. If you want to lean forward or wiggle side to side, but that's it's a nice pose if we can do it properly. Yeah. From there, let's go to a little bit of a counter, which would be squats. Yogi squats, so the feet are quite broad open. Depending on your flexibility, you might not be able to do it here. You might need to do it there to squat down. Now, if you cannot squat down without falling, because your Achilles are not stretched enough, you can put a brick or a rolled blanket under your heels to help you to stay stable in this position. Now adjust your feet. Hopefully your knees are not tipping forward. That's not good. And we're pushing them out. Knees pushed out in the direction of the toes. Now, when we come to this position, what we're trying to do, apart from obviously stretch the hips and etc., we're also going to try and work on the pelvic floor. That's the area below the, the organs, around the sex area, anus, etc. And that's muscle. We've got to try and keep it strong. Don't let it collapse. So we're going to pull it up. Pull up, yeah. So if you start lifting up, you can feel that the whole pelvic floor has been lifted. So let's just, without lifting up, I'm keeping that feeling of pulling my pelvic floor up. If you find it hard to associate, then try and imagine you're holding the poo or holding the pee for women, I don't know. But just, you've got to feel that engagement in that area, yeah? We're stretching opening the hips and strengthening our pelvic floor. And then to accentuate more that area around the pelvic floor, we're going to come up in the count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, I stay here, but for anybody who's feeling a little bit adventurous, let's do crow. Now, when I start to crow is when you actually put the weight. It's a balance pose, yeah? Maybe relax, yeah? Just watch. Now, when I start to crow, my main problem was I would do this, and then I would collapse and I would just hit my head against the ground, and that's not good. So, if you put a blanket or a cushion there, then as you're going forward, if you fall, that's it. You just catch yourself, yeah? That's one trick, yeah? The other one is, if you're finding it hard to lean forward, you can actually stand on 2 blocks. And then from there, it's easier to do this. Here we go, 1 foot, the other foot, and then both feet. So let's just play a little bit with this balance pose, crow. No blanket and no blocks and or anything else. We'll just stay in squat, yeah? So from here. Now, one easier way is to put the inside of the knees on the outside of the forearms, I mean the upper arms. And then just hold for 3, 2, and if you fall, it's okay. Oh, if you fall and you've got the blanket, oh, it's okay. 1. For more advanced, if you want a more advanced one, would be knees inside. I don't actually like that one because it's actually strong, but that will be the next level up. Yeah? Okay. So, hope you enjoyed that. We're now coming to sitting position. I've just been driving off. That's why I'm a little bit unshowered and unshaved today, but that's okay too. So let's do some core, which we should try and do in every class, but sometimes I don't get to it. So let's start with Navasana, which is boat pose. So now the easiest Navasana would be, well, let's first check what Navasana is. Navasana is boat pose, and we're going to try and avoid this because then we're not really, our spine is not really working well. So we're going to go from a straight spine, shoulders up, neck out, and then from there, if you cannot do it without keeping the shoulders open, then just do the toes out. And once you've done the toes out, you can do it feet up. Once you can do the feet up, you can do the arms out. See my spine already beginning to curve. I'm trying to open it. And then the last level is legs up. 5. Open the chest out. 3, 2, and release. We're going to do that a few more times. At all core, yeah? Same as we try and strengthen the pelvic floor. The core is what holds all our organs. So once again, toes, feet, arms, and legs straight. Then once you're there, we're going to go down. 3 without touching the floor. 2, 1, and up. 3, 2, and 1. Down. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, and 1. Last time. 3, 2. Stay down as slow as you can. A little bit further. And roll onto the floor. Relax everything. Let the core get all the nice flow. And we're going to do a couple more there. So from the floor, hands behind the neck, not pulling, yeah, just held there. Feet are coming towards your butt. And now we're going to lift the shoulders. So we're not pulling with our arms, pulling with the core. And then lifting the feet up. Same, we're pulling with the core. So now we've got the whole core engaged here. Lifting the feet up. And I want to try and climb. Climb to the wood. The throne is the rope from the wood. I want to try right hand and left hand. Left hand, see if we can get to the wood. And right. Right, 5 more. 1, 2, so we're actually doing obliques now. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 5. Release the legs, release the shoulder. I'm going to do one last one, yeah? This one is again, it's going to be static. We're going to take the shoulders up, we're going to take the knees up, and now we're not going to cheat from the knees here. We're going to try and bring the tailbone off the ground. So check that you're putting the tailbone off the ground and the shoulders, and you should be burning your core. 5, 4, 3, tailbone off the ground, 2, and 1. And relax. While we're relaxing, we're going to go straight there to banana pose. So hands above our heads. Let's move the feet to the left side, so we're straightening the right side of the body and taking the shoulders to the left. So feet to the left, shoulders to the left. And we're just doing a banana pose with the ground. So the right side stretching while we're resting the core there. We need a bit more stretch. Take the right foot over the left foot. And that should stretch even further. Release the feet, bring the feet to the middle, bring the shoulders to the middle, and now the other way. Maybe it's easy, I want to do it the easy way. I'm going to take my hips to the left, and then rest them on the ground, and bring my feet to the right, and my shoulders to the right. Maybe that's an easy way to get into it. And now if you want more stretch on the right side, I'm going to cross my left foot over my right foot. So try to keep the hip on the ground. If you leave the hip out, then we're not really stretching. So hip on the ground, and banana, asana on the right. And release the shoulders, release the feet, bring the hips to the middle, And just relax that for a moment. Have another few minutes. Let's do coming up from the side so we're not training the lower back. And let's do some hip work. Now this is another one. Okay, let's have some blocks near us. And this is another one that can be, we can damage ourselves if we don't do it properly. This is going to be the wood, some people call it double pigeon or stacking wood pose. Now the problem here is if I actually pull my foot up against the knee, I'm going to be creating a strain here, which is not what I want. What I'm really trying to do is to create a opening of the hip here. So if we have a strong knee, we can do it by bringing that on top of that one and then release it. But let's start from the beginning. So left leg is in front of us at 90 degrees. Now, if our knees are delicate, then we just put the other one in front and we just do that. That's already, as you can see, opening my hips and not putting too much strain on my knees. If our knees are strong or our hips are quite open, then I'm going to try and bring that right foot closer to that knee, either by putting it on a block in front, so we have like two 90-degree legs. And then checking that your hips, both hips are on the ground. If we're lifting up one way, then it's too far. Then you should really put the foot down. And then the next level, if this feels good and you've got a nice support and your knees are not hurting, the next level would be ankle on knee. Now this, as you can see, is already my limit, but I can feel my knee is strained but not be damaged, and my two hip bones are on the ground. So I'm going to do it this way. Even though there's a gap here, this is where I am, yeah? And I can lean forward and that gap closes. I can lean back and the gap opens. So this is already a position. Whichever you are in, from the first level, just the cross legs, or on the block, or you're on this one, just be conscious of your knees. Knees are hinges, yeah? They only move in one direction. They're not supposed to do that. Right, I'm gonna move a little bit to the side so I'm facing the camera. And then the other thing is to try and not have the feet bending inwards like that, because you're going to be stretching the outside of the foot as compared to the right. So we're going to try and put the foot in a walking situation. What you should be feeling here is really your hips opening. Obviously the knees are strained, but really we should be pulling the knees open. And then from there, if you feel like going deeper, we just lean forward. Oh, and then you can really feel those hips doing a lovely stretch. Back, helping your leg out, taking it forward, gentle moves, and when there is a right, there is a left. So now this time I'm going to put my right foot is on the ground, 90 degrees, but it's not really 90 degrees, it's perpendicular to me. From there we can go to this one. This is one pose already, or on the block, or if your knees and hips permit it, we take it to the, see this hip is tighter, well you might not see, but I can notice this knee's higher up. My hip bones are on the ground, that's why I'm doing it like this, because I feel that I'm actually balanced, yeah? Although it looks awkward, but it's balanced. Now I'm going to open my feet at 90 degrees, and then from there just enjoy that hip opening. I'm going to go deeper, maybe lean into it. Coming back, helping the foot off, stretching. That was good. Whoa! See, this is all open in this area, which, especially for men, or especially for me, I don't know, tends to get really tight. So it's nice to open up. And there we're now 1 minute away from the end. So let's just lie on your back, maybe get your stockies or your blanket or whatever you need to do a shavasana. Before the shavasana, maybe you can do anything that you feel that you might want to try. Release any parts of the body. And a gentle twist. Maybe whispering right in the legs. And then you're going to lie on your backs. It's now 7 o'clock Central European time. If anybody needs to go, please be my guest. If you want to stay, we'll just do a 5-minute relaxation. So you lie down, you got your sockies or your blanket, nice and cozy. Just do a quick scan of the body, see if there are any tension, especially hips, shoulders, neck, face. Then we're going to take the attention to our heart, the heart area, center of the solar plexus, slightly to the left, tilted to the left. And then just try and feel the heart. Maybe, yes, if it spooks you, then don't. Just feel your breathing. But if it doesn't spook you, then yeah, just go for it. It's lovely to just feel the rhythm totally as an observer. We're not trying to do anything. We're just trying to feel our heart rhythm. Sometimes when we try and feel the heart, we might not feel it directly, but we feel its effect, the blood pumping, the throbbing, the heart area, arms, maybe the neck, maybe just, let's just enjoy a few minutes of introspection going within ourselves. So the heart beat or the throbbing around the body. Now for the second half, just not concentrate on anything, no heartbeat, no breathing, just relax, let everything really go, relax, body, the mind, everything. And after that, we can, as you're at home, you can just stay where you are, continue your relaxation. I'm going to close the meeting. And I thank you for joining. And we, as I said, we won't be available for a while, or I won't be available, but I'll load this class plus another one on YouTube, and link is in my profile. So namaste, thank you, and we will be practicing together again very soon. Stay where you are, enjoy your evening, and goodbye.